Two B's? What about 9S? Two B's or not two B's? That is the question. But it is nobler in the mind to suffer. I forgot the rest. That wasn't my soliloquy back in high school. My soliloquy I chose, because literally like everyone chooses to be or not to be. I chose Macbeth. Because Macbeth, I think, is a more interesting story in my opinion. I personally did not like King Lear as much. Not as like, ooh, that's a big raise. Not as like literature, but like just as a human being. I always found King Lear so frustrating to read. Like, you guys get me, right? I'm just like, I was like, King Lear, 285. I was like, King Lear, you're such a fool. And I will never feel bad for you. So basically, like, from what I remember of King Lear, it's like, King Lear's like, oh, I'm stepping down from the throne. Ah, my children, you'll take care of me, right? And then the eldest is just like, and then like the second child, I don't know how many children he has. The second child is like, And then like the only person who stepped up to take care of the old king is the youngest, and then he doesn't even appreciate her. And I'm just like, wake up, King Lear. Wake up, King Lear. And then she even dies because of him. And he, in the end, like, you would think, you know, that he'd be like, oh, I was wrong all this time. Ah, youngest daughter. How could I have not seen? It was you. I don't think he even regretted it. He was just lamenting over his own sad life instead of being like, ah, young daughter, I should have always listened to you who actually cared for me. And then the only thing I agreed was when I do agree that it is a tragedy, but my English teacher explained it is not a tragedy because of King Lear, because to him and to me too, tragedy is loss of potential. But in this case, King Lear is not part of this tragedy. The tragedy is for the youngest daughter because she had so much potential, but it's lost because of the foolishness of King Lear. That's the tragedy, not what tragic fate that King Lear is having. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. That's why I never really liked King Lear. But Macbeth, though, I thought Macbeth was a very interesting story, which is why I chose it to be my soliloquy. Like reading, memorization thing. Do I still remember it? Ah, she should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow, tomorrow creeps in this petty pace. Like the last syllable recorded time. I'm starting to forget it now that I'm actually citing it. Something. Now that I'm put on the spot, I don't remember it. I can still recite it, I just can't right now. I think this happens to me so often where it's just like, I know it, and I know all the names, all the things that I like, but then like when someone actually asks me, like, what's your top favorite anime? I'm just like, the name suddenly slips out of my mind. And then I start to doubt myself. I'm just like, do I actually like this? And it's really sad in a way, because I know I really like it, but then like when I'm put on the spot, my brain just blanked. Anyway, sorry, that was my little high school English